Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by. My name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, make fun of, and laugh at stuff. We are sponsored by McClures.store. You can pick up quality American products at McClures.store. If you're tired of buying Chinese crap, you can pick it up there. We're going to be checking out Alex Stein today. He is calling out the radical child abuse happening down in Denton, Texas. He's not afraid. He gets into it. He goes into the fray. So let's see what he's talking about today.
I love to joke, I love to clown around, but this is not funny. When you have people with actual guns that want to intimidate people in your own city, this is happening right down the street. These aren't fake guns. They're not holding these because this is just a little fun event. They're doing this to intimidate people that want to speak out against the sexual indoctrination of children. So all you have to do is...
Last card, Alex Stein.
Oh, so he must have been in the swing of things.
Okay,
can you pass
give your name and address? Sure.
Alex Stein, 7509 Inwood Road. And normally, I come up here and I make, a funny statement, but what's happening in Denton is actually really serious. Not just Proposition B, and they call me Delta 9 One-Way Stein. That's kind of a nickname because it is hard to tell the difference between hemp, which doesn't have the psychoactive effects, than THC marijuana. But my point is, this weekend, there was an event right here about a mile down the road at a Patchouli Joe's bookstore where there was literally, and I just gave you the handout, armed Antifa. They were out.
Mr. Mayor, point of order.
And they were guarding.
Give me just one.
Just 1 minute.
No.
Anybody in the chat think that we should have drag queens reading books to children? Is anybody for this? Like, I don't understand why it's happening, bro. Like, who is for this? What are the supporters of this about? I don't.
You'll continue. Let me clear this up. Jesse, if you can pause the time.
What are we clearing?
Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I believe it's our policy that speaking before special called meetings and at work sessions, you have to be speaking about an item on the agenda. Is that not the case?
That is, and that's been violated twice or three times today already. So I'm going to allow this speaker to do it because everyone else spoke on both A and B. I have not called B, item B, and people spoke on it. You did not raise that issue then. I understand the content now is why you're raising the issue, but I did not interrupt them. I'm not going to interrupt him.
For you,
so
bro.
If we can put I think we're at 340.
Okay.
320.
That's legit.
Okay. Give me just 1 minute. Ready? Okay.
And this is why this issue is so serious right in our backyard. Now listen, I am pro-trans, I am pro-gay, I want to support the LGBT community 100%, and that is how I feel. But when you look at the advertising rules that we have for young children, there are certain rules that we cannot even advertise to young children because they are so impressionable. The only difference between a gay person and a straight person is their sexual preference. Yet we have children that are not even high school age, where you could at least maybe justify teaching them about sexual orientation, but instead, right here, less than a mile away at Patchouli Joe's, Brian, you're having transgender story time, where you're reading sexual nature issues to children that aren't even allowed to have sex. These are children that cannot consent to it. And on top of that, you have armed people with AR-15s out here protecting this, happening in your own city. This is disgusting. This is indoctrination of children. You know that, and I know that. If you look at the amount of trans people in 1980.
He's definitely not doing a skit or anything this time. He's fired up. He's pissed off about this with righteous anger on that one. You should be pissed off about it. As far as I know, in my town, they're not doing any drag queen story hours. I'm gonna have to check into it because I'm all for going and protesting or at least raising the issue. Because this is just crazy what's going on. Absolutely crazy.
to 2022, it is up 10,000%. Why is that? Because there is an indoctrination of young kids that are impressionable, because even people at Boston's Children's Hospital, they said once a child identifies as trans, they are a lifelong patient. There is a medical incentive for medical practitioners to diagnose children with gender dysphoria, causing them to be transgender. And oftentimes people say that these treatments are reversible. They are not. No, they are not reversible. Gender ideology, and let me tell you something, gender hormone therapy is not reversible.
You
so
cannot
letting
put a
children
pause
that
on
can't
puberty,
decide
dude.
even to vote, that can't drive a car, you're going to let them choose their sex. That is evil. That is child abuse. And that is what's happening right down the street, right here in Denton, Texas, and it's disgusting. And we should stand up for it, and more people should stand up for it, because I'm not going to sit here and just let kids get
Stand
sexualized.
against it,
That
not
is
up for it,
actual
but yeah.
child sexual abuse. And listen, I tell you this all day long. I love to joke. I love to clown around, but this is not funny. When you have people with actual guns that want to intimidate people in your own city, this is happening right down the street. These aren't fake guns. They're not holding these because this is just a little fun event. They're doing this to intimidate
Texas,
people
bro.
that want to speak out against the sexual indoctrination of children. So all you have to do is look at the stats, the amount of kids that even identify as gender fluid or trans in 2022 compared to decades in the past. It's gone up an absolute alarming rate. So let me just say this. These medical procedures at these hospitals were created because a very small amount of people are born intersex or have some sort of gender mutilation. And so oftentimes they have to apply these techniques like gender hormone therapy or gender reassignment surgery to young children so they fit in. But that is because of a birth defect. Now they are using this to literally cut off children's genitals with the double mastectomy and the gender reassignment surgery.
Bro.
And right here in Denton, Texas, less than a mile away from where I stand today, transgender story time is happening on children that can't even consent to sex. And like I said earlier, the only difference between a gay person and a straight person is their sexual preference. Why are we teaching kids about their sexual preference before they can legally consent to sex? This is common sense stuff.
And that's your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have one speaker that I missed, Javier.
Do they say anything?
Dude,
That's
I'm
what I don't
walking down this. I'm
understand
standing here. I'm
about these
allowed.
public meetings.
Dude, I don't want.
Oh, this is the event he's talking about. Some little queef boy fell over.
I'm not leaving.
But what I don't understand about these events is, like, you get up there and speak, but they don't even reply. And they weren't, you know, they like don't pay attention. They're on their phones. They're doing other stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you stopping by to check out this video. For the live, we're not leaving, but kind of close out this reaction. But appreciate you stopping by. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, pissed off, as he should be. Appreciate you stopping by. McClures.store is where you can support the channel. You can get quality American products. McClures.store. All right.